That's awesome. Well, that was exciting, huh? Man, when those moose come by my stand up close and personal like that, it really gets the blood pumping. I just love it. I love being in my tree stand and get to observe stuff like that on a daily basis. I love it. I don't want to see all kinds of people every day. I want to see wildlife. And stuff like that is what's drawn me to this lifestyle. It's why I always wanted to live in the woods. And having that right here on my own property, it's just fantastic. Yep. Now, this time of the year, the moose are rutting, and the bull moose can be very, very aggressive. And when they come by my stand, a lot of times they're grunting and they're just trashing everything in their path. And last year, I got to share some really cool footage with you. And I was in my stand, and a big, beautiful bull moose come by, and he was grunting and tipping his head and trashing things as he went by. Ah, just fantastic. And, you know, a lot of people never see that. So just the other day, I had the same scenario from the same stand, but a bull moose is in the same spot even, but heading in the opposite direction. And he was a beautiful moose, coming by, grunting, and then he went by my stand, and he just got in behind some brush, and he was trashing it with his antlers. But he was out of my view at that point. Now that would have made some good footage. I've gotten some good footage in the past that I probably shared with you, where I had some bulls just lightly sparring. Right in front of my camera, they're just sparring with their antlers. Not fighting, but just lightly sparring. That's just really cool stuff. So I've been doing some hunting, enjoying my time out there, but no luck so far. Even my trail cameras aren't seeing deer. And what deer they do pick up are at night, which does me no good. I had one day when I saw 3 deer, okay? And they were coming out of a spot, and I have a trail camera right there, and usually they come out of there and then they veer to the left, and I have a tree stand set up in a really good spot right there. And they come out, and they're right in front of my trail camera, so I got to document all of this. And I'm downwind of where they come out. And I knew that they weren't winding me, but their attention was on something further upwind. They kept looking over there, staring in that direction, and the biggest doe, she had her neck cranked way out, and she's sniffing the wind like crazy. There was something upwind of her that had her attention. Then they all blew and took off. That was their reaction to human scent. But I know they weren't smelling me because the wind was blowing pretty good that day, blowing right in my face, and they were up there. And scent doesn't travel upwind. So I finished out my hunt, climbed down, swapped the SD card in that camera. Then I walked up further because I have another camera further up in the direction that they were sniffing. So I pulled that card out and I come back home and I'm checking it, and I had people wandering around on my property that day. My one opportunity to put some meat in the freezer got ruined by people just ignoring my posted signs and wandering around on my land. You know, out here, there's miles and miles and miles of forest that people can walk in. There's hiking trails, ATV trails, snowmobile trails, all open to the public. What attracts people to go in behind posted signs? What's up with that? My dad taught me to respect private property, but I guess that lesson wasn't spread around I don't know. I don't get it. I'll never understand that. So when you go on my hunting land during hunting season, during shooting hours, especially when I am out there hunting, it's not going to go over very well. You know, this has been a really, really tough year for me. You know, with the cancer stuff, and then the surgery, and then the recovery from the surgery, and all of my projects getting put on hold because of all of that, and then the pulmonary embolism, which nearly killed me. What peace of mind I have is when I go out into my woods and I'm in my tree stand and I'm watching things like I just shared with you, like the moose. And to have my opportunities get ruined by people just ignoring my posted signs. How far in the woods do I have to go? Huh? How far in the freaking woods do I have to move to get away from that crap? Yeah, it's pretty disheartening. And I know a lot of you guys who have your own hunting land or even just your own private property, whether you hunt or not, and you deal with that and how maddening it is. I know. Yeah, so I've got to up my game. I have 18 trail cameras on my land, and now I guess I got to get some more. And I'm going to be emailing photographs to the game warden. Because we have a new warden in town, and he's young, and he does his job well. He's gung-ho, and you need that. You need that sometimes. So I'll be emailing some photos here if this keeps up. Aside from all that garbage, what I'm doing today is I'm getting my trail cameras set back up, swapping out the batteries in some of these. I've got some really cool footage to share with you guys. I run 18 cameras on the land, so I get some really cool wildlife footage. And just recently, right in front of my camera, I had a big bull moose just trashing a small beech tree. He was pushing on that for all he was worth. Right in front of my camera. I'm just glad that wasn't my ladder stand with me in it. Then I had another really cool clip of a cow moose with a bull moose trailing behind her. They were walking at an angle right towards my camera. And I love how he tips his rack to get around that tree like that. Huh? That was pretty cool. That was a big bull. Yes, it was. So I'm going to put together another trail cam compilation for you sometime soon. Yeah. It takes a lot of work and quite a bit of money actually to get all of this footage and put together, because these cameras, each camera holds 8 AA batteries, and I'm running 18 cameras. So when I swap out the batteries just one time, that's, to my calculation, 144 AA batteries in one battery swap. So when I'm running these on the video setting, which I do, they go through batteries quick, especially in the winter. Now, last winter, I was documenting a beaver building a lodge, and I shared tons of great footage with our friends on Patreon. Yeah, that was some neat stuff. Yeah. So anyway, I'm going to get all of this stuff taken care of, get these put back out, and hopefully I'll just have more wildlife and no more people on my land. Yeah. Okay. I'm out of here. Now, ever since I started showing us building the chicken coop, I've had a lot of people asking if we were going to raise meat birds, and we're not. Personally, I just can't see the sense in it. We're going to have maybe 6 to 10 hens for eggs, basically just because we like to have chickens. We like their antics. They're just fun to have. But to raise them for meat, with all the expense of the chicks, the feed, taken care of, and then processing them, personally, I'd rather just go to the grocery store and stock up when they're on sale, when there's a good sale, like we just did today, and I want to show you. Now, Hannaford's had whole chickens at 79 cents a pound, okay? So we went in and we picked up 14 birds. Now, you know, you look at some of these birds, you know, this is under $4, all right? This one's 487, 386, 436, 419. Okay, you know what I mean? We got this, and then while we're in the store, we got these pork chops, and these are 89 cents a pound. All right, this package is $2.67. All right, this package here was $3.52. Then we had the country style spare ribs here, 89 cents a pound. Really? You know, $1.47 for that pack right there. These things are great. We do a slow simmered pork on the wood stove. Same with the cheaper cuts of pork chops that are usually on the bottom of the pack. We save those for the simmering pork pots. So all of this meat right here was under $68. All right. So to go through all of the trouble to raise meat birds, I don't know. For us, I just can't see the sense in it. This works for us right here. This is what works. You know, if this year goes the same as the last 3 have, by the 3rd week of November, we're snowed in up here. And that ATV and this snowmobile is our only transportation up the mountain. It's our only way to access our home. So I'm doing a little bit of maintenance to these, getting them ready to travel. You never know, the snow might come even earlier this year. Who knows? Living up here through the winter, it's rugged. It's a rugged lifestyle. And sometimes just for me to upload a video, you know, I got to run to town to do the upload. Just to run to town can be a half-day affair or longer. We get a snowstorm, high winds, the road gets obliterated, and it might be all day long with a chainsaw getting it opened up just so we can pass through. This lifestyle isn't for everybody, but that's okay. I don't want everybody up here. Yeah. Adventure and adversity go hand in hand, and an adventurous lifestyle is what I always dreamed about, so that's the lifestyle that I live. Yeah, we're going to keep on keeping on. Yes, sir.
Frankie and the boss out walking in the woods, living life happy and free. Tracks in the snow everywhere they go, there's a pokey way up in that tree. A beaver built a pond where they have some fun, taking life a day at a time. Best friends until the end. Frankie and the boss. Frankie and the boss. Frankie and the boss.